IELTS Speaking Part 3. Topic: Leisure activities. Question 1. What type of leisure activities are popular in your country?
Well, the leisure and recreational activities in my country greatly vary based on the age group, economic and employment status, gender, and location of people. However, watching TV, surfing the internet, walking in the park, reading daily newspapers and participating in sports like cricket and football are some very common pastime activities of the people in my country. To be more specific, teenagers and young people mostly like to watch TV programs, use the internet and social networking sites like Facebook, play online games, sometimes collect stamps, and play outdoor games and sports, while adults most of the time watch TV, walk in the park and read newspapers. The choice of hobbies and leisure activities are quite different between city dwellers and villagers. For instance, a teenage boy in a city would mostly play a video game or chat with friends online in his free time. A teenager in a rural area, on the contrary, would be busy fishing or playing outdoor games. How these activities vary are quite prominent in our country. Even I can feel that by just looking at the different members of my family. While my younger brother loves to travel, my elder brother plays cricket. Two of my cousins collect stamps and coins, while I mostly read books and magazines. My parents walk in the park, and other family members mostly enjoy movies and other TV programs.
Question 2. Why it is important for people to have leisure activities?
I believe that leisure activities are quite important for us, as these activities often define who we are, what we like, and how we chose to spend our time. Furthermore, these activities refresh our mind, motivate us, and help us reinvent ourselves. For instance, one of my cousins started taking painting classes as his hobby a few years back. Initially, it was a simple pastime activity Has was passionate about. Later on, he found that he had great potential in painting, and now he is a full-time artist. This is a real-life example of how a simple leisure activity can help us re-explore our hidden talent and passion. Human, physically and psychologically, is not prepared to stay idle all day long. They need a perfect schedule for working, relaxing, and enjoying their free time. Thus, leisure activities help us enjoy our time, get refreshed, relax, and get recharged for working more. Interestingly, people who work very hard need more enjoyable free time activities. Otherwise, they will suffer from fatigue and get distracted soon.
Question 3. Why are some leisure activities more popular than others?
It is quite natural that people would prefer some sort of leisure activities than others. The preference and choice depend on the way someone has spent his childhood and how he was influenced by the other family members. Besides, it varies from country to country and sometimes even cities to cities. The history and socio-cultural background of a nation also influence the type of leisure activities people have. To cite an example, teenagers in some Asian countries often make kites and fly them, while this is not the case in many Western countries. Personally, I believe that the leisure activities of people are often determined by the society they live in and their socio-economic status. Finally, some leisure activities are more common and popular due to their attractions and engagements.
Question 4. Do you think that parents should choose leisure activities for their children? Why or why not?
Yes, I do think that parents should choose leisure activities for their children primarily because the practice will allow the parents to have enough oversight over the activities of their children, as in whether they are picking up any bad habits or hanging out with the crowds. Besides, children are not always intelligent or smart enough to understand what are good for their proper physical and mental growth, and as such, would require advice from their parents so that the children are able to extract maximum benefits from the leisurely activities.
Question 5. Has free time activities among people in your country changed much than that of 2 decades ago?
I am not sure if I will be able to give a full account of free time activities before 2 decades because of my rather young age, but I think that the free time activities in my country before 2 decades were pretty much limited to going to a movie theater, visiting friends and families, just going to enjoy some snacks or refreshments at a local coffee shop, or watching some games. However, now free time activities have changed a lot because people today go for frequent shopping at big shopping mall centers, visit restaurants to try some international cuisines, and travel to some distant tourist spots in addition to watching movies at home, not theater, and surfing on the internet.
Question 6. What changes do you think technology has brought in the way people enjoy their leisure activities?
I think that technologies today have brought significant changes in the way people enjoy their leisure activities. For example, internet technologies have made it possible to listen to our favorite music or watch our favorite movies anytime, whether we are at home or on the go. Internet, together with mobile technologies, also has made communication with our friends and families possible, my favorite leisure activities, even if we live the world apart. Technologies have also given us speed with which we can travel to some interesting lands, far away from home, in minutes which would probably take hours before, if not days.
This concludes IELTS Speaking Part 3. Thank you for listening.